Hey guys, so today is a really exciting video. I am actually collabing with my friend Hikkipedia. You guys should totally check her out. So basically this video is going to be a Harry Potter would you rather type of thing, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. She so very kindly offered to collab with me, so you guys should totally check her out, and well, I'll have her explain her channel to you guys.
Hi everyone, I'm Hikkipedia, and here on YouTube I do J-pop news and reviews and other kind of related videos. I also did a Japan trip where I vlogged that, so I hope if you check it out you will enjoy some of my videos. So today I'm going to be doing the Harry Potter edition of Would You Rather with PandaintheNight. Historically I am in Ravenclaw, but in the last Pottermore test I took, I was put in Slytherin. So recently I've been sort of accepting myself as a Slitherclaw, or Raverin, depending on which way you look at it. But yeah, that's me. So let's get on with the Would You Rather questions.
Okay, so would you rather be a wizard for an entire year, or only be able to do one spell and still get to live in the wizarding world for pretty much ever? Well, honestly, I think it'd be pretty fun if I could only do one spell but still get to live in the wizarding world. That way I could be friends, because if you guys don't know, Hermione is like my favorite character in Harry Potter, like ever. She's like, I don't know, since the first movie she's been my favorite. I don't know. She reminds me of me. So yeah, I would like to live in the wizarding world. So what if I'm only going to be able to do one spell? Because let's face it, if I have to leave the wizarding world after a year, I will be so sad. So yeah, definitely the second one.
I definitely would choose to only have one spell but be able to have it for the rest of my life and still be in the wizarding world and know about that. I think if you had magical powers for only 1 year and they got taken away, you would just be like really depressed after that, and nothing in life could seem as good after that. So yeah, I think Harry uses that Expelliarmus spell a lot anyways, so even if I only had that one spell, I'd be able to make it work, and I think that would still be really fun.
Would you rather be handcuffed to Umbridge for 6 months, or would you rather be handcuffed to Wormtail for a year? Well, for one, I freaking hate Umbridge. I'm just putting it out there. She is definitely not even my least favorite. She just, I can't stand her. So, definitely Wormtail. Yeah, I just really don't like Umbridge. Being handcuffed to her for 6 months would be absolute torture. No thank you.
Definitely Wormtail. Wormtail is really kind of a passive person. He's kind of pushover. Umbridge is just cruel, and I wouldn't want her like cutting words into my skin like she did to Harry in his detention. And plus Wormtail can transform into a rat, and I really like rats, so that would be a bonus.
Would you rather have J.K. Rowling write an 8th book, or would you rather have her rewrite the first book but from someone else's point of view? I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this, but I would love if she rewrote the first book or something in someone else's point of view. I don't know. I guess just because Hermione is kind of like my favorite character, I would love to have like a book written in Hermione's point of view, even Ron's point of view, because I don't know, I would love to see like their home lives before they go into the wizarding world and stuff, and like go on adventures and stuff. I don't know, I really want to see them from their point of view, if that makes sense. I would love that. Just saying.
I feel like even if she wrote the book from a different character's point of view, it might get a little repetitive. I would definitely rather her write an 8th book, and I've already thought about this before we even decided to do this Would You Rather. I really wish she wrote an 8th book where Harry, Ron, and Hermione went back to Hogwarts after the 7th book, after the battle for Hogwarts, and just had a normal school year where they learned stuff and prepared to graduate, and they didn't have to worry about Voldemort for once, and I think that would just be such a nice, like, comforting read. So I actually really wish she would write that.
Would you rather give up watching Harry Potter for the rest of your life, or would you rather give up Doctor Who for the rest of your life? Okay, so this is like the hardest question I've ever had to answer, because I am a huge fan of both. I am a Potterhead. and I am a Whovian. So, I'm gonna go with, I would rather give up watching Harry Potter. The dislike's already coming, I already know. I'm gonna give up watching Harry Potter just because I've never finished Doctor Who and I'm barely on the 11th Doctor, so I need to see what happens. That's the only reason, I swear, because I want to know what happens, and if I had to give it up forever, then I will never know what happened, and then I'm gonna like be like, what's gonna happen?
Okay, to be honest, I don't even like Doctor Who, so this is the easiest question for me ever. I would give up watching Doctor Who. Like, I've only ever watched like 1 or 2 episodes of it, but I hated it, so I'm sorry. But yeah, easy question.
Would you rather only be able to read the books or only be able to watch the movies? Okay, don't hate me, but I've never actually read a book of Harry Potter. I know you're thinking, how can she be a fan if she's never read the books? Keep in mind, I grew up in a very religious family. So anything with wizards, witches, anything like that, it was completely forbidden in my house, so I could never read the books or watch the movies. But back when I turned 18, I binged watched all of the movies, and I actually bought the first book, so I am going to read that so people can stop telling me, how have you never read the books? That's how. So I would give up watching the movies just so I can finish reading the books, because I'm barely on the first chapter of the first book, so you know.
I mean, I am a bookworm and I'm a book purist, so most of the movies I didn't really care that much for. I did really like the last 2, but I definitely live without the others. Prisoner of Azkaban was okay, but yeah, I'd much rather have the books.
So would you rather get a Harry Potter TV show or have a prequel about the Marauders? I think a prequel about the Marauders would be so interesting. I'm just gonna put that out there. Although I would really like a TV show, but I'm definitely gonna put a prequel about the Marauders, because I know this is gonna be me when I'm reading Harry Potter, that I'm gonna want to know, I'm gonna want to dive into everything and look up every little thing, and I'm all about when stories come out with prequels on what happened or something like that, you know what I mean? So I definitely would love to see a prequel about the Marauders. That'll be so fun to read.
I really want both of those, but I really want the TV show to be animated, like traditional animation, not like 3D, but like nice, stylish, maybe like anime style. I think that would be really enjoyable, but I also been dying for her to write a series about the Marauders and about Harry's parents when they were at Hogwarts as teenagers. So since I don't care for the movies that much, I'm gonna go with the books again and say I would rather get at least 1 book about the Marauders.
I know I don't cuss in videos, but we're gonna make an exception. Would you rather have a great life like Fred Weasley, but die an early tragic death? May he rest in peace, because that death got to me. Or would you rather be an asshole like Draco and stick around? Honestly, I would rather be an asshole like Draco and stick around, because I don't know, I really admired Draco in the last film. I've never read the books, like I said. I do know what happened in the books though, because my friends kind of told me everything. Thank you.
Although Fred is a legend, I would rather live like Draco, because I feel like Draco learned a lot of lessons throughout the series of Harry Potter, and he still had, I think, a bigger character arc than Fred did. And even though he was still kind of a jerk when he was an adult, I think I would rather be a jerk and live longer than be really cool and someone who everyone likes and die before I even get a chance to live.
Okay, so would you rather brush Lucius Malfoy's hair for an entire year, or order Trelawney's dishes for an entire year? I'm sorry if I butchered names, by the way. I would actually, you guys are gonna like make fun of me for this, I would like to brush Lucius's hair for an entire year, just because my least favorite chore to do ever is washing dishes, and I don't know. I'd do anything besides wash dishes.
I don't know. I honestly wouldn't even mind doing either of those things. I guess Trelawney would get kind of annoying after a while if she's like hanging out with you while you're washing her dishes. Lucius Malfoy's hair wouldn't be that bad, but maybe he's one of those people that needs his hair brushed exactly 100 times every night or something. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Trelawney's dishes because I feel like Lucius would just be a jerk to you while you're brushing his hair, and if Trelawney is hanging out with you while you're washing her dishes, she might have some at least interesting stories to tell you while you're doing her chores.
Okay, so would you rather get lost in a dark forest for a night or stuck in a castle with a troll for the night? Okay, so I would like to get lost in the forest for a night just because I've seen the trolls in the movies. They suck. And the forest, yeah, it's gonna be scary, but you know what? It's gonna be an adventure waiting to happen. That's all I'm gonna say.
Both of those sound terrifying. I think I would rather get lost in the dark forest. Maybe because it might be easier to get away from something if you get into danger, but if you're trapped in a castle, then I mean you're trapped. It says stuck in a castle with a troll, and that just sounds a lot scarier because you know for sure the troll is there. If you're in the dark forest, you don't really know for sure what is out there except maybe the giant spider. Oh, that would be gross. And the centaurs. So yeah, it might be a little more relaxed in the dark forest.
Okay, so would you rather be in the Dursley family or be in the Malfoy family? I would rather be in the Malfoy family because I hate the okay, these are the people I hate in Harry Potter. I hate Umbridge, I hate the Dursleys, and then I hate Voldemort, and then I hate the Malfoys. Like, that's like in order too, okay? That's like in order too, okay? So the Dursleys were incredibly rude, incredibly mean, and I do not like them at all. So, since I hate them a little bit more than the Malfoys, because like I don't hate Draco, I hate his parents. So they may be kind of mean, but they're not as mean as the Dursleys. So yeah, and besides, who wants to be a freaking Muggle anyways? Not me.
Definitely the Malfoy family. The Dursleys are Muggles, first of all. Yeah, I guess I can see why I was placed in Slytherin now, but I mean, the Malfoys are pretty well off. They're a, like, respected kind of family in the wizarding community, and yeah, I would just much rather be in a snobby family than downright abusive and mean family like the Dursleys.
Would you rather save Dumbledore or Sirius? Okay, this is a hard one for me because I like them both. But I would rather save Dumbledore just because this is what happened, okay? I was spoiled on every single death except Dumbledore. No one told me he died. No one. No one told me he died. So, I was watching the 6th movie, and he died, and I was like, what? And then I messaged my friends being like, why didn't you tell me Dumbledore died? You told me everyone else died. Why not Dumbledore? So, I freaked out for that movie, but, you know. So I'll probably save Dumbledore because I really, really liked him. He was so nice to the students, I swear. I loved Sirius too. Don't be twisted my words. I loved Sirius too. But Dumbledore, man, he like, I don't know. He was probably one of my favorite characters in Harry Potter.
This is the hardest question ever. Oh my god. I can't even decide because when Sirius dies, spoiler, but it's like the most heartbreaking thing ever because he and Harry have just bonded and Harry's supposed to go live with him so he can finally get away from the Dursleys, but Dumbledore also is a major part of Harry's life and he's protecting all the kids at Hogwarts from Voldemort, and you know, he's just such a like powerful wizard. But also Dumbledore was really old when he died. And it seemed like he'd done everything he could do almost, except get rid of Voldemort for sure, which was always Harry's destiny anyway, and he knew that. So since Sirius was younger and Sirius could have taught Harry so much about his dad and mom, and he could have given him a home for like the rest of his teenage years at least, and like more of a semblance of family than what he had previously, I will have to go with Sirius.
Would you rather have Hermione constantly correct you on your grammar, or would you rather have Ron make crappy jokes about you constantly? I would definitely rather have Hermione constantly correct my grammar because, I'm gonna be an English major anyways, so might as well get some help from it. But I would rather have Hermione constantly correct my grammar because I'm gonna be an English major anyways, so might as well get some help from a friend, you know? And besides, I'm writing a book too, so I can like be like, hey, read the book I'm writing and let me know how you like it. And she'll probably get so mad at me if there's a lot of grammar mistakes, but you know what? It'll be worth it.
I basically am Hermione, but like in Slytherin, Ravenclaw. So I feel like Hermione wouldn't have that much to correct for me. I already have decent grammar if I do say so myself. I can't stand guys or people that make mean comments about people they call friends all the time. I really can't stand that, especially when they think they're just being funny, but they know how to really hit you where it hurts. So I definitely would not appreciate that, and I'm gonna have to stick with Hermione.
And yeah, that was basically this week's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. And please go check out Hickipedia's channel. She is an amazing friend, and she has supported my channel since the beginning. So yeah.
So those are all the questions. I hope all of you over on PandaintheNight's channel enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.
And also, I'm probably gonna edit this to the beginning, so keep that in mind, future me editing this. Okay, so question of the day: what house are you guys in? I'm a Slytherin all the way. That's a lie. I'm a Slytherin. I'm a Slitherpuff. Okay, that sounds crazy, but I took the test twice because other people are getting combinations. So why can't I see what combination I'm gonna get? So I got I got Slytherin the first time, and then I got Hufflepuff the second time, and so I am a Slitherpuff. And BuzzFeed made an entire article on Slitherpuffs and what we stand for, and I'm just like, yes, they do in fact exist. Because all the other comments on that BuzzFeed article are saying, yes, a Slitherpuff, that's what I am, so that's what I am, and yes, so yeah, that's what I am, and yes, I did do my makeup inspired of Slytherin, because after I uploaded that makeup video, people were like, oh, you should do more makeup videos. I'm not a beauty girl, but I love doing themed makeup, so I did my makeup look inspired for Slytherin, so now you know. If you guys want to know what product I'm using, by the way, it is the Zodiac palette. I am obsessed with that palette. So, yeah. Okay, now, and edit. That's gonna go in the beginning. Remember that, future me. And yeah, that was basically this week's video. If you guys liked it, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as check out Hickipedia's channel because she makes awesome content. She has supported my channel from the beginning, and she is a pretty good friend too. So yeah. And also check out my social media links. Check out Hickipedia's social media links because we are pretty much always on Twitter, so just saying. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye!